If you decide to go to the original video, leave a constructive comment. Don't be a jerk.
Sony and Santa Monica Studios is sitting on one of the most famous franchises with one of the hardest main characters in gaming that has matured and developed in a way that players generally love, and decided to hand the whole franchise to his wife.
Yeah, they decided to hand the franchise to his wife for one game. They just announced they're remaking the original trilogy. They announced 4 games are coming out for you people, and you're still mad.
So when somebody tries to tell me to chill out because it's a spin-off, my brother in Christ, the developers themselves have called it the next mainline entry, which means required playing for the continuation of the story.
Oh, but baby.
Like, just because something's a spin-off doesn't mean it's not canon. Either way, if you want to call this a spin-off or not, it's world building for the franchise.
God of War made you a promise. The promise was Kratos being a badass for 20 years. So removing him isn't switching protagonists nonchalantly. It's breaking the one promise the series has ever made.
You know, at the end of Ragnarok and the DLC, he's moved on from the person he once was. We are allowed to move on to something else.
Taking Kratos out of God of War would be like taking James Bond out of a Bond movie.
I guess it's a good thing the game isn't called Kratos or the Ghost of Sparta then, because God of War Laufey has gods of war in them.
While I'm not as intimately familiar with all the details of Ragnarok, the part I think Faye plays for Kratos overall is the classic Beauty and the Beast.
What?
The man who is all force and fury, wild and untamed, and the love of a woman that helps him master it.
That's wrong!
Faye fought Thor to a standstill. The same Thor that when Kratos fought stopped his heart momentarily. Faye fought Kratos, and Kratos respected her as a warrior. The literal Leviathan axe that Kratos runs around with was hers. She is also a warrior and is more than capable of leading her own game set in this universe without having to have Kratos with her. I have no idea why you think she's like Belle from Beauty and the Beast.
And the other place where this all goes sideways, and it connects right back to Faye, is when the answer to let's tell a strong female story becomes let's take a woman and just write her as a man and give her a sword. Women have their own kind of strength.
I'm not repeating myself. Let's move on to the next point.
Bayonetta, an absolute icon, carries her own franchise. You want spin-off energy examples? Zelda in Echoes of Wisdom finally got to be Zelda and went over great. And notice, there was no big culture war meltdown around any of these. You know why? Because they were solid games. They knew what they were. And because none of them yanked beloved established leads out of their own series to do it.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
That's the one game that goes against what you're saying. You listed all these other games. Like, yeah, we're female-led and always were female-led. But what did you say earlier?
It's breaking the one promise the series has ever made.
Oh damn, it's almost like Zelda was a 20-year-long or 30-year-long established game series where we primarily played as Link in all the mainline games. But then suddenly, we had a game where you play as a woman, and nobody cared. And it's almost like a God of War franchise is doing the same thing. You fucked up so bad with this example. Echoes of Wisdom is a mainline game. It's not a spin-off title. It does the exact same thing God of War Laufey is doing. Zelda in that game is the main character. Link does get captured in that game, and Zelda has to save him. It has The Legend of Zelda in it, just like God of War Laufey has God of War in it. It's not a spin-off title. You fucked up so bad.
Be better.